Hello and welcome to Your Daily 5 with myself, Jane Gallina, also known as Airplane Jane. You can reach me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, my website, cjanetrade.com, and if you ever have a question, you can email me at jane@cjanetrade.com. So this week, I am looking at, that's right, Bitcoin in particular. We have been hearing about how they are trying to pass the Spot Bitcoin ETF into the marketplace, which means to me, why are they pushing this? Every time the really big guys are looking for a buyer on the other end of an item, there has to be a reason why. Well, these charts are telling me it might be time to get out of Bitcoin and it might be time to short that crypto space. So first up, we have GBTC Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. This is a trust by Grayscale that holds physical Bitcoin. It does have some premiums to it. Usually I do not look at pink sheets, but we are getting quite close to testing the bottom of this massive candle that we had at the end of August. I would say it'd be a dark cloud cover when we look at it on our weekly chart. And if we go below 1720, in my mind, this upward trend is done. And this is giving me that big red flag caution symbol looking at these charts. After that, looking at Mara, which is also directly related to the price of Bitcoin, you can see we have dropped below this support level, roughly 888, and now we're coming down. It looks like it's being drawn to that 750 level on a 24-hour candle. When we look at it on the weekly, yep, we are below all of this big volume that happened 4 weeks, right? We are below that, and we're testing right here the volume back in the first quarter. If we go below and we hit that 750 threshold, watch out, we could easily be going down to 650, 650, 6, and then even on down to $5 test. Now remember, many times these big hedge funds and the retail traders are not allowed to hold a stock less than $5 in their retirement accounts or in those hedge funds, mutual funds. So just be aware, if we see this hit $5, it might get really ugly. All right, after that, we do have Riot, another one that is directly tied to the price of Bitcoin based on their business model. And you can see very similar, we have dropped below that support roughly at $10. Now we are testing, look at that, the 911 support area. If we go below here, watching for $8.50, $8, $7.50. And then below $7.50, watch out. Again, it could get pretty ugly to the downside, mirroring, look at this, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Less strength because we're not able to test up above here. Easier to see on the weekly chart, right? Shoulder, head, yup, faltered right shoulder, weaker strength, more selling is going on. After that, why on earth could all this be happening? Well, Bitcoin is run based off of the miners. The miners need a lot of electricity to produce speed, and less miners are out there when the price of electricity is going up. So looking at the energy sector in particular, XLE, we have seen a steady increase. Many of the Bitcoin holders at this point in time actually have their Bitcoin in their wallets. So when it's in a wallet, it's not increasing the liquidity. There's a set number of Bitcoin that's out there, roughly 18 million. And when you have, for example, we'll just throw out a number, I don't know the exact one, say half of that, 9 million locked up into wallets, that means people are not trading it. That means that there's not as many going out there into the network, making it easy for the miners as well. And so we have slower liquidity, we have less miners because the cost of entry to mine at these lower prices of $21,000 is not really worth it. So as the price of electricity is increasing, almost ready for a breakout, this is going to have less miners, less efficiency in the network overall. And looking at the Bitcoin USD chart, we can see that if we go below that 25,000 level, right? If we go below this 25,000 level, we're going to be looking at 2450, 2250, even that 20 level. We're starting to see that the moving averages are rolling over. We still have this 200 SMA to the upside, but that could quickly change. Our faster moving ones have crossed down, right? We have our 50 over the 200. Yep, Bitcoin got a death cross on the daily chart. Let's look at it on a weekly chart, and we can see very similar. We have the 50 curling up slowly here since the beginning of 2030, but that 200 is about to come down. We have the 20 coming down. So at this point in time, in my opinion, on Bitcoin, on crypto in particular, I am out in cash because I would rather be on the sidelines waiting for another bottom than to be caught in a Bitcoin crash that could quickly happen if there's very little liquidity. We could see that we could have a massive drop in a very short time frame. For example, if it was only that 9 million that's out there in circulation. If you like my charts and you'd like to join me in the mornings, please come and check out my YouTube channel, Airplane Jane, and you can join me live for my morning member watch list at 8:15 Eastern. That's your Daily 5. Thanks for watching. Carpe profit and seize those profits one trade at a time.